and welcome back to Trojan Sports Now. The Trojan football team has to put their win against South Alabama in the past now as we have finally approached homecoming week, and Louisiana Lafayette is the next team set to enter Trojan territory. A 38-17 win over the Jaguars of South Alabama is in the books for the Trojans as they prepare for one of their final two home games this week against Louisiana Lafayette. Head coach Neil Brown discusses the Raging Cajuns being one of the hottest teams in the Sun Belt.
A solid win in Mobile, the Battle of the Belt, and thought our guys came out of the blocks fast and we were able to hold on to the lead. Moving on to Lafayette, huge conference game for us. Probably along with Georgia Southern, the hottest team in our league right now. I think if you go back and you look, really going back to the Alabama game in the second half, from the second half moving forward up until this week, they played at a high level.
And Brown did mention Alabama being one of ULL's opponents this season. They also faced Mississippi State, who ranked 16 at the time, which makes them well acquainted with top teams' style of play.
You can see their confidence rising. They're currently at the forefront of the Western Division of our league. They're leading that. First-year head coach Billy Napier's done a great job. He and his staff have come in year one and really put themselves in a position to compete for a conference championship. So kudos to those guys.
Wide receiver Damian Willis says this game will not be treated differently because it's homecoming.
We're gonna play every game like it's our last game. Of course, we want to go undefeated to get a chance to play in the conference championship. But we're going to approach the game just as well as we approach any other game. We're going to practice hard and continue to do all the routines that we do. So nothing's going to change as far as how we approach the game.
The men will hit Larry Blakeney Field once again for their homecoming game against the Raging Cajuns of ULL this Saturday. Kickoff is set for 2:30 p.m.
Moving along to golf, following their 10th of the 17th performance last week, the Trojans will compete one more time in the fall before breaking for the winter as the Trojans head to Macon, Georgia for the Idle Hour Collegiate Championship on November 5th through the 6th.
The Trojans soccer team is gearing up for the first round of the Sun Belt Conference Championships. The team comes into the tournament as the 8th seed and are set to square off with regular season champion and number 1 seed Texas State in the opening round of the tournament today at the Foley Sports and Tourism Complex. Semifinal matches take place on Friday, November 2nd, and the championship match is scheduled for Sunday, November 4th at 1 p.m. All matches of the tournament can be viewed over ESPN+.
The Trojans volleyball team will welcome in-state rival South Alabama to Trojan Arena for a Halloween night showdown at 6 p.m. Wednesday today. The match can be viewed on ESPN+. The Trojans, who sit at 10-15 on the season and 4-8 on the conference, are currently sitting in 4th in the Sun Belt East Division and are looking to break a 4-game skid over the past 2 weekends with a big win over the Jags, who sit at 11-14 on the season and 5-7 in the conference, who are just a game ahead in the third. The ladies have only 4 more games before the Sun Belt Conference Tournament in Atlanta, Georgia, beginning November 15th.
After a 7th place and 3rd place finish for the men's and women's cross-country teams, they're looking forward to a trip to Tallahassee, Florida for the NCAA South Regional. After this, the team will compete in Madison, Wisconsin for the NCAA Division I championships.
Both the Trojans men and women's tennis teams have seen a bit of action this fall. The women's team will prepare to travel down to Tallahassee November 9th to compete in the FSU All-Conference Showdown as they wrap up their play in the spring. The men will not return to action until January 16th when they host West Alabama. And also for the men's team, head coach Rolando Vargas announced that there will be one more addition to the men's tennis team roster in the spring. Manuel Bernard, a native of Italy, will join the team for the upcoming season. Bernard has experience in playing at Challenges and Futures Tournament in Italy and Europe.
With November being just a few days away, it brings in some anticipated basketball for Trojan fans. The women's basketball team will kick their season off this Thursday against West Florida for an exhibition match at 6 p.m. And head coach Phil Cunningham gives us a look into the men's basketball upcoming season.
Well, we open up a week from Tuesday night at home against Fort Valley State and then go on the road at St. Louis on a Saturday and at Pittsburgh on a Monday and come home with Southern Miss on the following Thursday. So right off the bat, we're going to see where we are. We've got a really challenging schedule, and we're wrapping up preseason practice. Our guys are a little dead-legged right now. We've got to do a good job of getting our legs back under them and get ready for what's going to be a mad rush the month of November and early December with a lot of games.
The men begin their season next Tuesday against Fort Valley State. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. That's all the time we have for Trojan Sports Now. Check us out online at youtube.com/Troy Trojan Vision to catch anything you missed, and things may be a little bit different.
Well, Bree, we'll be actually in the new studio hopefully by next week, so definitely with new production and everything, it should be really well. And of course, going into homecoming this week, I'm hoping the game turns out pretty awesome as well.
I'm excited.
For Briana Jones, I'm Antonio Reese. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Trojans!